On the big ticket, Reggie Marley. Marley's got to be thinking that this one's going to be tough. Carnival Diablo, an outrageous collection of freaks and monsters, human demons, and that man right there is world famous for his ability to absorb pain. And he's famous throughout the world for his ability to inflict it. This is going to be a matchup for the ages between two of the premier heavyweights here in the PWA. Could be that Reggie's in there on Eddie Impact's behalf to take out a threat before he even gets anywhere near the title. Jeff, what do you make of this guy, Sin?
Well, as I said, this man is a carnival freak. He is the original Sin. He is pure, unadulterated evil running through his veins. You know what? I don't know what's going to happen here, but I think we're going to be in for one heck of a beating.
You're absolutely right there, Jeff. Sin, he's a thinking man's monster, and he's up against one of the best pure athletes in the business in big ticket Reggie Marley.
If you're expecting a technical matchup, you are not going to see a Bob Orton classic here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be more like a Bruiser Brody and his Playboy Buddy Rose match. It's just going to be nothing but pure abuse, left, right, and center, with occasional drop toe hold. I'm going to call that right now.
Well, that may be so, Jeff. Both these guys, of course, Reggie's technical skill is world-renowned, but Sin has a vast arsenal there. But here as you called it, they're starting out with some big blows and punches, but Sin's backing up. There he goes. He's playing the mind games with Reggie now. But Reggie, you know, he's a cool customer. He's a veteran. He's not going to fall for that kind of stuff. And now he's trying to get Paul Wright over on his side a little bit. He's going to play his mind games with the referee while Sin tries to play his mind games with Reggie.
Exactly. As I said, it's going to be all a matter of mind games, and quite frankly, I don't know if Reggie Marley is able to keep his mind on the game, on the ball, and be able to overcome the psychological warfare that Sin is going to be dishing out at him.
Well, as crazy as he looks and as strange as he acts, Sin is, after all, still a human being. At least we're 99% sure of that. And right now he's got Reggie in a side headlock, and that might have been a thumb in there. Nope, looked like it was right on the beak. But Reggie, he didn't run in there, and that's kind of strange to see caution on the part of Reggie Marley. Could be perhaps that Sin, he's matching up pretty good with power, and that doesn't happen too often either, Jeff.
That's exactly right. I mean, you have two big men here, two men well over the 200-pound mark. Actually, well, Sin's well over the 600-pound mark, allegedly. And both these men chopping at each other, just fists flailing. I really think that Reggie Marley is going to be outclassed. He's used to being the big man, and Sin is just that much bigger.
Yeah, that's right, and Marley came out on the short end of that exchange, and you see him once again, he's working Paul, he's saying, that's a closed fist or something, he punched me, it hurt, and he's trying to play his own mind game now, he's trying to throw Sin back, break his pace up a little bit, but Sin's just waiting for him, step out in the middle, and not too much verbal smack from Sin, he does all his talking with his eyes and his actions. Now we go in with a basic lockup. Sin tries to scoop him up right there, but Reggie floats over. And they back up. A lot of respect between these guys, it looks like, Jeff.
It looks like a fair amount of respect, but I think it's also a fair amount of fear and apprehension on the part of Big Ticket, because he does not know exactly how to gauge his opponent. And as I must also note, conspicuously absent is his cohort, his partner in crime, if you will, of Impact Eddie Osborne, the Pure Wrestling Champion. Generally speaking, Reggie Marley confers thoroughly with Eddie and during his matches, and without his added guidance, Reggie's out here, he's out by himself, so that might just put him off his game plan a little bit more.
It might indeed, but Reggie doesn't actually need anybody. And there you go with that big clothesline, level Sin, and there, right over the top rope, Reggie Marley's power, but Sin landed on his feet, and he's staring him right down like it didn't matter to him at all. And he's right back in there again. Big kick to the gut. And again, he's laying in the big right hands on Big Ticket Reggie Marley. Off the ropes, and Marley just leveled him with a clothesline on that rope whip, and this time Sin bails, and he's shaking that one off. He's trying to say that one didn't hurt, folks, but that one rocked Sin's world. Whatever twisted underground he comes from. Now Marley's out after him. I don't know if Sin sees him behind him there, Jeff.
Exactly. Well, you know what? He sensed them, his supernatural senses. He sensed he turned around just in time, but unfortunately he was not able to block the chops and punches laid by Reggie Marley, as he's doing right now outside the ring, chopping away. He's chopping down that big oak tree. And oh, he misses. He ducks, and Reggie Marley, he might have broken his hand on the steel, unforgiving ring post. And speaking of breaking, he's now breaking his skull on the mat right now, throwing him back in the ring. It looks like Sin's going to be taking over at this point in the matchup.
Absolutely, that was a major mistake on Marley's part there. He smacked the ring post. Now he's back inside. He's having to kick out. Is Sin going to stay working on it? And yes, he is. He smashes it to the mat. And once again, there it is. Yeah, he's got that injured body part, and he's going to work it, which shows you just again a thinking man's monster. And there he is, grinding the fingers into the mat, Jeff.
Exactly. As you said, a thinking man's monster. He's taking out the hand, and you know what? Who can wrestle with only one hand? You need both arms. They both need to be at 100%. If you only got one hand, it's like tying a hand behind your back. You can't wrestle a match very successfully that way. So we got to see if Reggie Marley can come back here. Looks like Sin taking him apart piece by piece, and he's starting off with the hand.
Yeah, he's biting on his fingers there, and then he's throwing in a head, but now he's splitting the fingers apart. Of course, Paul's going to call a count on that. He's ripping him at him, and Marley's got to be hurting now. That hand, he's not going to be throwing too many punches with that hand, and that's his right arm, of course. That's the big ticket's big punch. And now he's into the buckle. And Sin seems to have gained solid control over this match. And oh, and a nice stomp there. And now a choke on the ropes. And I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Osborne was going to show up. He might show up soon because his man, big ticket Reggie Marley's in bad shape right now, Jeff.
Well, you know what? You are right. He might. However, though, later this evening, he is going to be facing off against Rip Impact. So he's probably in the back right now training, doing last-minute preparations for his match. So he might not even be watching this matchup right now.
Yeah, and you see there, Sin lifted the apron, dropped some cooties on him before he fell down with the elbow for the pin, but he only got a 2 count on that. And now it looks like he's going to start targeting. Oh, and the back rake. The Greco-Roman back rake modification by Sin there, showing his own technical acumen. And now he's pulling him up by the traps. And now he's got him by the chin. Now he's setting something up. He's calling over to the demon in the corner or something. There, he's got him. He's choking him now with that butcher's apron. Of course, Paul's easily distracted by a shiny object. He didn't see that. A big butt drop down to the kidney area. And Reggie Marley, he's been hurting for a few minutes now. And once again, Sin's tying him up and stomps on that hand again. And again.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Reggie Marley, he's begging for help. He needs someone to come up from the back to help him, because if he doesn't, if he keeps this as a singles match with no cheating on his behalf, which we know he's very apt to do, it's going to be all over momentarily.
Yeah, and who can tell with Sin? I mean, he looks exactly the same now as he did when he started the match. His facial expressions never change.
Not even broken a sweat, Wizard. Not even broken a sweat.
No, not yet. And, you know, he's a finely conditioned athlete, and there now something else has got his attention now. Who knows, talking to the spirits or something. I'm surprised he's not staying on Marley here, because he's got him rocked. He's got him hurt. No, he's just calling him up, and there's a big right hand. But Marley fires back. You see that hurt his fist there? And oh, an eye rake right there. Another Greco-Roman move.
As you said, he's taking the right hand out. He's a right-handed wrestler. He can't throw a punch. He can't throw a chop right now. Marley, his game plan is completely off, and just the intimidation factor of seeing Sin sitting right next to you across. I mean, that's enough to make you want to submit right there.
Yeah, he's one of the most intimidating guys in the game, and with good reason, too. As you can see, he's dismantling the big-ticket Reggie Marley, one of the top superstars in the PWA. Sin's bound and determined. You know, he's going to make his mark here, and he's going to do it, it looks like, by making marks all over the body of Reggie Marley right now. He's got that hand hurting, and now he's starting to work on the whole arm instead.
The blood on the apron, that's blood from his opponents, not from his place of work.
Absolutely, he likes to wear that as a trophy to remind himself of all the victims he's had and the souls he's stolen inside that squared circle. And Marley's got to fire back, and there's a left hand into the breadbasket, and another one, and a third. And there, oh, he tries for the right, and he misses. Probably a good thing there. Sin picks him up, and Marley's a big man, remember, well over 250 pounds, and Sin puts him up on that top mat. And now he's working away at the lower spine, digging his headbutts in there just above the pelvic region. And Marley's all tied up there on the top, and Sin's going up after him. This could be a monster move up here. 2 big guys, and he's just laying those clubbering in on Marley's face. And more headbutts.
As we said, this is a very clobbering matchup, not very technical whatsoever. I thought we possibly could see a reverse superplex there, but it looks like not. It looks like Sin is just setting him up for some more damage here. But take a look at Sin. Look at this man. Look at this beast. This tattooed carnival freak. That was a clean white apron when he first came to the PWA. Now look at it. Reggie Marley. He's now caught him around the neck. Possibly.
Oh, beautiful move by Marley. Gives him a stunner coming off the ropes like that. He caught Sin coming in. Sin a little too confident perhaps, and now both guys are down, but you got to think that Marley's got to be hurting more than Sin at this point, and it looks like Sin might indeed be getting to his feet a little faster here, Jeff.
Oh, exactly right, but I think this here has surprised and shocked Sin. So if Reggie can take full advantage of this, he might just be able to pull a surprise on the big man.
Well, never sell Reggie Marley short. He can pull a win out of just about anywhere. Right there, he fired in some punches, a nice big back elbow. There's a running shoulder tackle, puts Sin down. He's got him reeling. Once again, the whip into the ropes. Oh, but Marley telegraphed that move. Sin's in there with a Russian and takes him down. And now he's tying him up. You know, he's got him on the mat. He's got Marley all tied up. I think Paul should be checking, maybe calling the countdown there, maybe. Marley's not giving up. Sin's cranking on the pressure. Is Marley punching at the knee. Sin releases the hold. Marley's not going to give up for that one.
The crowd here, they're cheering for Spinal Tap. I don't know, they're not playing here tonight. We got PWA, but it looks like Reggie Marley's coming back now with punches to the face. Oh, and just cut off by a big knee. And pulling the ears, squeezing on the head. I said, look at this monster, this beast. Those teeth around his neck. He took those off a great white shark in Australia that he killed with his own 2 hands. This man is a beast.
Absolutely, and once again, he's got Reggie Marley in a world of hurt. And again, Marley slips out of the body slam attempt. And a nice roll over. He's got the trunks. Oh, was that it? Was that 2? Was that it? Ring the bell. He says that was 3. I don't believe he got it. Marley pulled that win out of nowhere, folks. Sin can't believe it. And there you go, folks. You can't sell that man short. Reggie Marley.